Hello, I'm Dr. Tsoi, the acupuncturist and the herbalist, of course, the artist. Today I have going to talk about this artwork, and I'm going to talk about more about the yin and yang, how to create art. And first thing, so you can see today's the work is a little different. Actually, this is more like a sculpture, and this is a stone, actually stone. And as usual, I use the line to move around to create the energy flow. That's created by the artist, and that's related with the yin. So that's as I expected. And then I put water and mix with the color and the pole and the stone. And so they move around, so they have unexpected feelings. So that's the yin and yang. So if you use yin and yang, so it's very easy to create arts, try to match with your system. So of course you have to understand what's yin and yang and what's the five elements of color. So the five elements of color, that's blue is good for the liver, and yellow is good for your digestion system, red is good for your heart, and the black is for your kidney, and white is good for your lungs. So this is the sculpture I do from the stone, and of course it's a little heavy to turn around, and we can talk more. And the other things is I'm going to talk about. I'm going to have a show next week, and that's Thursday the 12th in Stamford, Connecticut. And the gallery name's Florendo Gallery. That's if you're interested to come, please you can email to me, or you can search Florendo Gallery in Stanford. So you can search Stanford Gallery. So that's Bayford Street, and next to the library. If you're interested to come, I'm happy to meet you. And if you have more questions about my art, so you can ask more questions. So that's we're going to talk about this day arts. Of course, then we're going to talk about what's yin and yang because I still receive some email and some artists or collectors or some they still try to understand. They say that what is yin and yang, what is the five elements. So yin and yang basically that's the whole universe wrong with the yin and yang. And example, the sky as yang, and the earth is yin. Man's is yang, women's is yin. Outside is yang, inside is with yin. Fast, this is yang. Slow, this is yin. So with my art, the line move with the artist, that's yang. Mix with the water, mix and soft, that is yin. Hard, this is yang. Soft, this is yin. So always have a relationship with yin and yang. So just how much, how little. So of course, if your physical condition, so lack of yin, so you probably craving more yin to moist your system. If you lack of yang, so you like the color more red, move fast, so you create more yang. You like the artwork more related with the yang. So that's how to balance your system. Just like a man, generally they like a blue because men generally belong to yang. So that's why they more like a blue color. And women more belong to yin. So generally they like a more red, pink, and color. So that's understandable. So that's why arts can reflect on your system. Sometimes that's why I'm gonna have to show so that people come so they can choose some art and we can figure out what's kind of their imbalance, yin and yang. So because if you like, I have so many different kind of work. Some they more on the yang side, some on the yin side. So some fast, some slow, and some moist, some a little more dry. So you have to figure out, see what's the artwork match with your system. So if you're sick, so you use art as medicine to heal you. If you're not sick, you just look the arts find the arts balance you. Just try to balance you physically and make you even healthier physically and mentally. of course, is help you spiritually. So that's why it's very important to understand between the medicine, Chinese medicine, or the Chinese also the my arts create for the physical condition and the mental condition and spiritual condition. So that's why I see take it for a while for you guys to sink in to put together because you grow up with thinking different way, so you don't understand about the balance. Sometimes you hear too much, the bigger the better, faster the better, and sometimes you go one extreme than others. So you go too excited and you feel so too depressed. So actually, so you need harmony and a balance, and have a balanced stage. So you always sometimes you have a little excitement, go one extreme than others. That's fine, and just like you once a while you're drinking too much or something so excited for you, and of course you don't want to do too much, to drinking too much, then throw out the balance. And some people take drugs, but I don't recommend you to do that, and because it's not healthy, so they can throw them out of balance. Sometimes the drugs make them so depressed, so they forget and dope them. So that's no good too. So that's why I see be arts. Arts is really reflects an artist. Of course, the artists have every day have a different stage, so the arts come a little different. So they create so really good artists. They really create arts to match with their physical condition. So try to make sure they're healthy physically, mentally, and spiritually. And that's where the artists do. If they're good artists, if they don't know what they're doing, so maybe beginner or something, that's fine. So they just create something they may don't understand. That's understandable. Just you take it for a while to understand the detail of how to create art. So I find that this yin and yang way to explain, so make you easier to understand how to create art to match with your physical, mental, and spiritual condition. And if you have more questions, so I really appreciate it. And email to me. I'm happy to answer your question. And how to enjoy this kind of art? Usually with the healing art, so it's not something you just they call you ride on a horse, watch the flowers or watch the art. So that's not going to work. You go too fast. So usually you have to look at the art. Take you about 20 minutes to get into your body and help your energy flow. Of course, if you like it so much, you stick with it and enjoy the art. And some the arts is a little out of balance, is more like a medicine. If the arts is more cool, so help your heart condition. If the arts is hot, so they help your cooler condition. So if they match with you, that's moment. So you can collect that art and to bring home to enjoy it. So the only thing is you just have to be careful is if your physical conditions are out of balance, you collect the art and to balance you, and but then until you balance, if you're going to continue, so you could be overdose your system, just like you take too much medicines. So just be careful, if you don't like the arts so much anymore, you get sick of it, or so just don't throw them away, but you can store it aside and use as a collector, collect the item. So that's the way to do it. And enjoy the arts. I'm sure a lot of my work you like it, but a lot of work you may don't like it. I understand that. Just go through the artwork I have. So sometimes choose the one artwork I use as medicine to collect it to match with your system. So enjoy my art, and I hope you have physically, mentally, and spiritually balanced. So we talk more. I hope you enjoy my work. This is the sculpture work I did just a few days ago. Thank you for watching. So we talk more.